Welcome to the Daily Donald Sunday edition. It's January 19th, 2025, and we're just one day away from Donald Trump's return to the White House. His second term is set to kick off with a bang, as he plans to unleash a flurry of executive orders on day one. Today, we'll break down the top 10 executive orders Trump is expected to sign, what they are, why they matter, and what we should expect next. But first, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts. This is your platform to join the conversation. Now let's get into it. Immigration has always been Trump's signature issue, and it's no surprise that day one will see a series of sweeping orders targeting border security and undocumented immigrants. Expect to see a national emergency declaration to secure more funding for the border wall, the revival of the Remain in Mexico policy, forcing asylum seekers to stay in Mexico while their cases are processed, an end to catch and release, which allowed migrants to live in U.S. communities while awaiting court hearings, a controversial push to end birthright citizenship, excluding children of undocumented immigrants from automatic citizenship under the 14th Amendment. While supporters hail these measures as bold and necessary, critics argue they'll face immediate legal challenges and exacerbate humanitarian crises. What do you think? Can Trump deliver on these promises, or will they get tied up in court? Trump has pledged to pardon many of the 1,600 individuals charged in connection with the January 6th Capitol riot, some even within the first 9 minutes of his presidency. Additionally, Trump is expected to drop pending cases against 2 aides involved in the classified documents investigation. These moves highlight his strategy to solidify loyalty and reset the narrative around his legal controversies. Critics warn that blanket pardons could set a dangerous precedent, while supporters see this as an effort to correct perceived political persecution. What does this mean for accountability and justice in America? Let us know your thoughts. On the campaign trail, Trump promised to end the war in Ukraine within 24 hours, but his team has since revised the timeline to 100 days. His plan involves direct negotiations with Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky, aiming for a ceasefire that prioritizes stability and diplomacy. While some view this as a pragmatic approach, others worry it could embolden Putin and undermine Ukraine's sovereignty. Will Trump's foreign policy vision bring peace or spark further tensions? Trump's economic agenda will begin with a bold 10 to 20% universal tariff on all foreign goods entering the U.S., with higher rates targeting China, Canada, and Mexico. He's also planning to establish an external revenue service to collect tariffs and reinvest in American manufacturing. Supporters see this as a game changer for U.S. industry, while critics fear it could spark trade wars and hurt consumers. What's your take? Will these tariffs strengthen America's economy or create more problems? Trump plans to lift restrictions on oil drilling in federal waters and reopen the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge to energy companies. These orders aim to boost natural gas exports and achieve energy independence. But environmental groups are already gearing up for legal battles. How will this clash between energy policy and environmental protection play out? Trump is set to reinstate the Mexico City policy, restricting U.S. funding for organizations that provide or promote abortion overseas. He's also expected to withdraw the U.S. from the World Health Organization, citing concerns over its ties to China. Supporters argue these moves reflect America's priorities, while critics warn they could weaken global health initiatives. Will these policies reshape U.S. leadership on the world stage? Trump has promised to revoke federal protections for transgender and LGBTQ+ individuals, particularly in education. He's also targeting critical race theory and plans to issue an order banning its teaching in schools. These moves will undoubtedly spark fierce debate about civil rights and federal authority. What's your stance on these education policies? Let us know in the comments. And there you have it. The top 10 executive orders Trump is expected to sign on day one. From immigration and energy to foreign policy and education, these decisions will set the tone for his second term. What do you think? Are these moves bold steps forward, or do they signal a contentious road ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay informed on all things Trump. Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Donald, and we'll see you tomorrow for more updates.